thought I'd just stay quiet this entire time. Hello and welcome to Bloodborne Part 2. Trying to remember where we last left off. So yep, we killed Dark Beast Parl. So now we need to go back to the Cathedral Ward. These giants, they have a special attack that you'll start to notice. It's a really long wind-up. For the axe ones, it's where they charge up and then slam the axe down. And then you'll notice there's a guy with a wrecking ball over here. He's got one where he does 4 spins. And once they use that attack, you'll notice that bone in one of their legs is sticking out. If you want to stagger them, that's the best place to hit. Now this little demon here, he is usually really tricky if it would lock on. But he runs away, and once he starts to charge back at you, throw your Molotov, and then you don't have to worry about the giant bothering you. But since I'm risky, I'm going to attack him anyways. So even though these guys are massive, they can pretty much two-shot anybody. But all you need to do is just pay attention, keep your eye on their attacks, and then you'll be able to get right behind them. Going down here, it's an oddly placed secret room. You just come in here and you will get what would usually be people's first iteration of a blood gemstone. We've already gotten a few of those before, so we were just able to put them onto your weapon right away. Coming back here, we'll see if we can get this guy before those crows bother us. Just like that, everything's taken care of. Now, I didn't mention it last time, and honestly, I probably should have, but once you kill Cleric Beast, and then you grab that item that it gives you, you'll get the option of purchasing this Chief Emblem. Purchasing it will allow you to open this door, and that costs 10,000 blood echoes, which you should be able to get pretty easily after you've killed Father Gascoigne. Out here you'll start to notice there's these giants and quite a few items. Personally, I suggest holding off, going after this guy first. He just walks around with his flamethrower. back corner, you got a crow, and then an item. Once again, pretty much as soon as you see them pick their arm up, you can just shoot your gun, because their attack frames are massive. Poison knives that can be used on a very, very cheap boss kill, I will admit. And yes, if you know the boss I'm talking about, you'll understand. But there's a late game boss that pretty much everyone hates, and you can use poison throwing knives to basically cheese him. And this guy with a rake is extremely annoying. Ow. Because he's got his little friends here shooting at him. Yep, and just like that, get too close, there's a gunner up top there. But we're going to ignore him for now. Because back here, you knock on this door, you'll see an NPC.
Oh my, what a queer scent. But I'd take it over the stench of blood and beasts any day. What is it then? I'm off during hunts, so if that's what you're here for, I'll leave you to your own devices. If that doesn't do it, come back in the morning, darling.
Cheeky girl just wants a little bit of fun. But if you knock again...
Oh, thank goodness. You're a hunter, right? Might you know of a safe place? The night is long, and I've very little of the incense left. Please, there must be some nice place to run off to. Oh, thank you, darling. Maybe I'll see you there.
Yeah, so, once again, this is another NPC that you can send into either of the two locations, or you can just leave her alone. That part's entirely up to you. However, I would suggest sending her to the Odin Chapel, because she's extremely important for one of the secret endings here in Bloodborne. But just across from her, you'll see another guy.
You're not from around here, are you? Well, an outsider who's come to join the hunt? What a pathetic idea. You what? What, you think I'm a beast? Well, maybe I think you're a beast. And step away from my castle.
Castle. A poor excuse of a castle. You're basically in a relatively simple house, but it's sitting underneath a bridge. And a very good castle, I would say.
Oh, enough of you. What, you think this is funny? Well, I certainly don't, so be gone with you. I'll have nothing to do with your beast stunts.
Yeah, normally you would think that you just walk away, but at this point, if you just keep talking to him, eventually he'll give you the same two options of either the Odin Chapel or the clinic.
What's this two-bit nonsense you're peddling? I heard you told that wench about some shelter. Well, she's a damn fool to trust an outsider. Why? Well, her sort's probably just fixing to feed some of your coin. Alright, what crafty lies does the outsider have today? You think I'm an easy mark? Yeah? Well, give me your best shot.
Okay, so this guy, you want to be careful, because he's extremely skeptical of you, so you want to make him think that you're sending him to one location, so we'll go to the other one. This is why you want to get Iosefka's clinic as well, so that you can pretend to send him there, saying that that's the best place, only he'll just go to Odin Chapel.
Yeah, sorry, too sharp for that bollocks. I know a superstition when I hear one. Outsiders, even their lies are predictable.
Yeah, except for we kind of just outplayed him. We wanted to go to one location, so we say, oh, go to the other place. It's obviously much better. So again, more poison knives, that could be handy. Mind the guy shooting you in the face. Now, for some reason, those idiots in there just decided, meh, not gonna go to work today. There we go. Oh, didn't think I got him there for a second. I'm sure many of you can hear that stupid squishing sound. That's this guy right here. This is Garfley. A brain sucker, but he's also got a crow buddy who's annoying. Now you'll notice I just one-shot that guy. That's because he is considered a kin enemy, basically an alien. And anything that's a thrust attack, which this spear uses, it basically does double damage to them. So when I charged it and stepped forward, it just did 257 damage to him. Climbing up here, we can see that courtyard again with the giants. You can see all those items in there. Not many people would be tempted to just go straight in, but instead we're going to go around. And you get here, just be wary, there's this dog here. We're getting told off. Yep, there it is. Oops. Now that we're on this side, we can actually open this gate, because otherwise it would have been locked on that side. Wouldn't have been able to get in here. He's supposed to have another friend with him. I think there's another guy who just screamed at me, so we're just going to continue. Once again, find another gate and open it up. I think I can get the guy behind me. Yep, there he is. That was the other lantern guy's friend. He just decided to take his time. And with that, all of them are killed. Now this game just, it really wants to troll new players. You get a wooden shield, it's like, oh, I can use a shield in this game. I don't have to worry about using a gun. I don't need to worry about protecting myself. I got that. Yeah, well, the wooden shield is extremely useless. However, if you are on the base patch of the game, version 1.0, there's an effect we'll find later called Frenzy. That shield actually 100% protected you. Why they decided to get rid of that, I do not know. But I guess FromSoft wanted to make the game harder. Now here's the guy that killed us before. That we got our echoes back. Now that you've opened all three of those gates, you'll notice that Eileen is actually standing right outside the door here, because if you go back in you can see there's the lamp. If you come over here, you can talk to her.
Oh, hello there. Perfect timing. I must warn you not to go near the tomb below Erden Chapel in the Cathedral Ward. Henrik, an old hunter, has gone mad, and he's my mark. Don't go near the tomb below Erden Chapel in the Cathedral Ward. I have business there first. Don't go near. I have business.
Obviously, she's trying to tell you not to go to the Odin Chapel, which is where you fought Father Gascoigne. She really doesn't want you going near that tomb because, obviously, that hunter that she's talking about, she wants to kill him fair and square. However, we're going to disobey her so that we can actually protect her. Now, if you're going to do this, I do recommend being extremely careful because she can very easily get killed. So we're going to try our best to get a jump start on them. So you notice that's him right there. So you want to sneak up behind him, charge up, and backstab. And you can see why he's extremely dangerous, because he hits like a truck. Yep, just be careful you don't accidentally hit Eileen too many times, because you can make her mad. Whoops. You can make her mad by attacking her.
That wasn't necessary of you, but you have my thanks. We made it with our lives. You're not bad at all. You must have killed Gascoigne as well, then. He was falling apart, I'm sure it had to be done. But try to keep your hands clean. A hunter should hunt beasts. Leave the hunting of hunters to me.
That was a perfect timing on that bell. But yes, as she said, she is a hunter of hunters. She's trying to kill the NPCs throughout this area, throughout the world, to try and protect both herself and you. She wants you to end this curse, similar to how it is in all the other games. So she's trying to kill the mad ones, the people who are still stuck in this dream and cannot get out of it. So with that, we're just going to head back to where we were before. Oh, and you'll notice one of our friends showed up, and you can see the other one there in the back.
Oh, hello, dear. You weren't lying. This is a safe place. Thank you. I'm in your debt. I'd like to tender my thanks, but I haven't much to offer. All I can give is my blood. But would you even take a whore's blood? Yes, I see. I suppose that's natural. If you ever change your mind, you know where I'll be.
So there's a few reasons as to why I didn't accept. The main one is because this girl here. If you accept this lady's blood 3 times, while this girl here is within the vicinity, she will eventually go insane, thinking, why not me? Why are you going for this person's blood instead of mine?
Oh, brave hunter. You're alive. Thank you very much. The town is in disarray, but there are still people here. Together we await the help of the healing church. I cannot begin to express my gratitude to you. The only thing that I can offer is my own lowly blood, if it would suffice. Yes, of course. Come in close. Now, take my blood.
To answer your question, the reason why that hunter is not trying to attack us is because she sees us as the way of getting out of this place. She knows that she's trapped in this eternal nightmare, but she thinks that we are capable of being able to end this. So she wants us to continue on our journey since we still seem at least a little sane. Then with those two, we've got this old man.
Ah, you. The swindling off-comer. Did you really think that'd work? There's no fooling me. Now, off with you. You heard me. Go away. I can't stand the stench of your lying breath.
Poor bastard, he's got absolutely no reason to say any of this stuff. And in all honesty, we saved him by sending him here rather than sending him back there. Ooh, hello. I forgot going down to the Odin Chapel. It respawns these guys. That guy in the corner is still staying there, so we'll just kill this guy and be on our merry little way. This game is just a tad bit buggy sometimes. And we'll be back for that bell here in a second, but first. Numbing Mist. It's an important item for one of the bosses in this area just because she has the possibility of healing herself. Obviously, if you attack her fast enough, then she won't get the opportunity to. But if you start to notice that she clenches her fists together and she starts glowing, then you want to throw that mist on her. It'll make it so that she won't heal fully. This bell, this is basically a summoning sign, as it states there. Summon Henriette. That is an old hunter. She is here to also help and protect. However, honestly, I don't really recommend summoning any of these NPCs just because they are extremely tanky health-wise, but they do quite literally 15 damage at the most. Yeah, now I've got myself in a weird situation here where I've got a giant and these two on me. Yet that guy over there does not seem bothered. Yep, he just does not care that I just murdered all of his friends over here. He's just still casually sitting there, looking out at the bright sky. So while he's doing that, just tickle him in the back, and then watch him fly. Now these gunners are extremely viable for Quicksilver bullets. If you ever need to farm them, and blood vials in all honesty, if you ever need to farm any of them, these guys are probably your best bet. Now these guys, their weapon afflicts that status effect frenzy that I had mentioned before. Pretty much any time that you see their weapon pointed at you, usually that means you can shoot them. Once again, more vials. And more bullets. So once you get up to the staircase, you'll notice that you have 3 separate ways you can go. You can go straight forward to that door, you can go to the left over there, or you can go to the right. Now personally, I'm going to go over to the right here because it's got upgrade materials that I want for my weapons. But for anybody else playing, if you don't really know this game too well, then I highly recommend not coming here yet. The main reason, honestly, is just this guy. His main weapon there is the spear shotgun combo, and for some reason he's glitched, especially in multiplayer, where it shoots twice. Whoops. I hit his friend over there. Oh well. Hit you. Ow. Oh, what are you guys doing back here? You're not supposed to be back here. Well, now you guys glitch out over there. Yeah, so for some reason, them being back in this corner breaks their AI. I wish I had a better option of being able to hit them. Yep, so while they're stuck there, I'm going to go on top of that house here. Kill these guys. Let's see. Did they move? Nope. One's still down there. Where'd the other guy go? Yeah, this is why. These guys are extreme pains in the ass. Yeah, see, there's one of them. The other guy is right down there in the corner. I'm going to see if I can hit him. Probably can't, but worth a shot. Nope. So, what better way than just do this? Lunge attack him, and watch as I'm stuck in the corner until he dies. And this guy is just casually walking into the wall because his AI reset, so he was trying to go back to his original spawn. Now, that wasn't the cleanest kill, I will admit, but I got the job done. Now you come up here, you'll see another one of these guys. Oh, I didn't get him. Yeah, when they scream, you want to be extremely careful, because now they're enraged. Still has his basic attack, which is the best option to parry him. Ow. Now for this, there's two of the little Wandering Madness enemies, the ones that give you your resources, behind that executioner in the back. So you want to try to lure these two out without aggravating the other two. Come on. Or I guess this guy just doesn't want to do anything. I guess I'll just take him out then. I was hoping he'd charge at me, but no, he just does not want to do it. There we go. And just like that, twin bloodstone shards just for you to upgrade. Lead elixir to basically turn you into a walking boulder. Pretty much any basic attack won't be able to do much, it'll just bounce right off of you. Now it's important to remember this room for later in the game, because you'll see this door over here. If you try interacting with it, you'll notice a portal just right there. So now's your chance. Try to open it. Oh, it's closed. The portal will be important later, but right now, we can't do anything with it. So we're basically at a dead end. Now we gotta go all the way back. And this time, as you can see, instead of going up the stairs again, I'm going to continue to the left path. And get this bloodshot eyeball. And then you'll start to notice we're heading to this little cave down here. This cave honestly leads to one of the more annoying areas just because of the enemy types. But I definitely recommend coming down here before killing the boss of that area. And you'll see the main enemy types that we got here are these hunters and their dogs. Yep, you can see there. You got another one there. More dogs. Ow. This entire area is extremely annoying, so if you just take that path, honestly, you could just run through, you won't have any issues. But if you do what I'm doing, and want to be collecting everything, well then you're going to have to deal with areas like this, where you got 4 of these suckers here. Yup, and you notice the closer you are to their bullets, for some reason it does more damage, compared to if you were just right next to them. No. When you're right next to them, you take more damage compared to if you're further away. You notice that guy's been shooting at me the entire time. Kill him. Watch out for his friend. And then there you go. Obviously, if you're having issues with this area, using these trees as cover, that's going to be your best bet. Now this guy is kind of fun. You've got those pots next to him, so if you just throw a firebomb, and you'll notice he just casually blows up. Oh, and his friend is here to say hello. Now sometimes you can throw a firebomb at these pots, and just like that one guy, it'll lead everyone to him. But sometimes it won't, and then you'll just have all of the gunners right next to you. So I recommend not doing that. But just like that, that area is now cleared. I make it look so easy. Well, it is what happens when you play these games ever since they came out. The only reason I'm making this look so easy is because I have died in these areas many, many times. And this area is creepy for a different sense, where if you just listen to them, they're just casually screaming about, laughing. They'll make anyone go insane. You can see there, these women are also trying to get the eyeballs. Just casually trying to rip your eyes out of your face. Now here you won't want to stay for too long, because when you go up here, this lady, yep. Whoa. They also throw Molotovs. Here you'll want to stand back because this giant also has a Molotov throwing lady. So just stand back, shoot him, and there you go. Nothing to worry about. Come back here to get more shards. Now instead of going down that path, you kind of want to come up here because you'll notice someone setting a little ambush. So we'll ambush her instead. These things are so loud. Now in this pileup, there's actually a friendly crow. I think it's the one I'm currently locked onto because these other ones are moving towards you. Ow. But every game in the FromSoft series, there's always one enemy who just won't attack. And I want to say it's this guy. Yep, because there's his other guy right there. But yeah, you'll notice this guy completely chill. I could grab his item and he just does not care. His friend does, though. But yep, just a completely friendly crow. Even with all of his other buddies dead. You come over here, you're not gonna do anything to you. a little pet just for you. We'll come down here. You'll notice it's a shortcut.
Do you hear the graveyard murmurs? Then it's almost time. Oh, I can't wait. I just can't wait.
Creepy. Very, very creepy. So that lady's basically just waiting for the night to officially start. We're still not quite at full night. The reason why she's waiting for night is because once this area goes pretty much in dark mode, new enemies start spawning in that are basically the ghosts of these graveyards. She is waiting for those things to just come on out and scare the living crap out of everyone else. You want to kill this guy fast because, yep, there she is. Another Molotov thrower. Now, if you have a torch, I obviously recommend it just because this area is pretty much pitch black unless you have the brightness turned all the way up. But you probably can't see him there. There's a dog. Yep, there he is. You could probably just barely hear it, but there's a guy in a wheelchair somewhere in this building. Usually the guys with machine guns, the flamethrowers. Yep, you come over here. Yep, this little guy. He just casually runs out to say hello. So we're going to kill him for his goodies. And you come into the room with the wheelchair, and then you find this guy. Well, we're not going to let him try that again. Now, if the area was night, like I was mentioning, one of the enemies would end up spawning right on this little pile here. And those guys are extremely quick, so you want to be able to stun lock them the best you can. But now that we're back in the open, we don't need our torch. However, do pay attention, because this lady right here, if you kept running forward, she would try to push you over the edge. Which I think she still tries. So, we're not going to give her that chance. You come over here, kill all these hordes of enemies. Sometimes you'll get lucky and they'll just burn themselves on the torch here. And the bonfire. Oh, she almost did it. Now you'll notice another lady and a dog walked forward. Yeah, they're behind that tree there. So I want the dog to come here, and I want her beyond that tree, so that her fire bombs can't hit me. Kill her so she's not pestering you the entire time. Grab these shards. Now if you'll have a longer weapon, or you just wait. Yep, there she is. She's programmed to try to grab you while she's standing here. But if you just stand there, for some reason it activates her AI, And then she just comes charging out. Now we wait for these executioners. Whoops, that was the wrong attack. Oh, I still got him. Now, if you open this up, you have a shortcut to the entire area. So now you can just freely roam around this place. Let's see if I can get this executioner as well. Come on, jump at me. And thanks to the spear's longer reach, you can actually hit that. Whereas most other weapons, they'd have an issue. Another one. Now those enemies were being extremely kind, where they were for some reason all charging down, but they were going one by one. Sometimes I've had it where they all just attack me at once, and then this person back here gets involved. Now that dog is annoying because it likes to just stay back by its owner. So that's why you just lure one of them further away, and then combo attack them. This guy, you would think that you could backstab him, but he always notices you just before you can do anything. So just lure him out, and then attack him in an open area. Or, you know, well, I guess I aggravated these guys. Come on, I need you without the firebomb person. There we go. So yep, if you start to notice yourself getting cornered, basically, just go back into the area. As long as you cleared out the enemies, you can just back up all day, and eventually their AI will say, oh, I'm outside of my zone, I need to go back. And that's basically what happened with those two. The older women just realized, oh wait, I've gone too far, so I'm going to go backwards. Now when you come into this area, you'll think, oh, there's nothing here, so I'm just going to go down the stairs. But if you listen carefully, you can hear somebody. That's because he's technically invisible. When you try looking up here, he hasn't spawned in yet. But if you destroy these barrels, There he is. A little Christmas present for you, right down the chimney. And then a madman's knowledge, because you used your insight to be able to figure out that if you destroy those, one of the little guys just shows up. Now this is a boss, so highly recommend getting all of your gear that you want ready. This boss is a little unique though. So let's get everything ready. You'll come in here, and if you look immediately behind you, you'll see this lady. And you'll notice her right there. The other one's in the opposite corner. So I recommend killing this thing, getting it out of the way, and then you'll see this witch. Now I got extremely lucky, she just spawned right there. With the Beast Blood Pellet, you basically just build up your beast meter and wipe them out. But one of the attacks that you didn't see while I was fighting her is that she shoots this blue aura, and when you get caught in it, you're stuck in a grab. So then she will try grabbing you and doing the same thing where she tries to rip your eyes out with her weapon. Now, since it's technically a boss doing it to you, it'll do massive amounts of damage. Honestly, it will probably one-shot a majority of people. But if you come down here, open that door, and search, you've got a Rune Workshop tool. For anyone who plays any of the other games, like Dark Souls 1 or 2, you'll recognize this as your ring slots. You can now put the rune items that you've been acquiring onto your person.
Welcome. What is... Very well. Farewell, good. May you find...
And if you want to activate your runes, you'll just come over to this memory altar. And now you can equip them. And obviously, depending on which one you've got, you can equip it as you go throughout the game. Now that we've killed the witches, we're going to go back again to Cathedral Ward, only this time we're going to go straight for that big open door. Well, not open. We're going to go straight for the pairs of doors that are up the stairs. Honestly, I'm just going to skip. Oh, there's the charge attack of the giant. You probably couldn't see it, but the bone in his leg there was sticking out as he was doing it. Ow. And you probably heard it, I staggered him there because he did another charge attack that left his leg completely vulnerable. Once again, we got these guys. Ow. Okay, so that's the frenzy buildup. So basically what that does, once that frenzy bar gets to 100%, you lose 70% of your max HP. It doesn't do a percentage, it doesn't do like a slow breakdown. It instantly takes down 70% of your max HP. So if you've lost at 30% and you think, oh, I'll survive this, you won't. Now coming in here, big open area, you think a boss is going to be here, but all you see is this poor woman. Let's go say hello. Now, similar to what I did to Dark Beast Pearl, you just want to attack each of her limbs, and you'll end up staggering her. And then once you hit her in the face, you can basically just repeat. But obviously, pay attention to what she's doing. But then, just like that, she's dead. And you'll notice the skull behind her. Go up and inspect it.
Master Willem, I've come to bid you farewell.
Oh, I know. You think now to betray me.
No, but you will never listen. I tell you, I will not forget our adage.
We are born of the blood, made men by the blood, undone by the blood. Our eyes are yet to open.
Fear the old blood. I must take my leave.
By the gods, fear it, Lawrence.
Fear the old blood. That's obviously an important notification because it kind of echoed. But you'll notice we were listening to Lawrence and Master Willem speaking. Now, for those of you who know about it, Lawrence went on the side of beasthood, whereas Master Willem went on the side of gaining insight. Lawrence just so happens to be this skull here. He was the first vicar, and now he's just sitting there, head on a plate. But now that we've killed Vicar Amelia, we can head back outside, and you can already see it. It is starting to become nighttime. And since we already cleared the enemies, these guys are already dead, so you don't have to worry too much about it. I mean, yes, if you really want a rotting beastman's skull as a dinner, then go for it. Once again, take these guys' bullets. Now the dog's still there, so just be wary of that. Now, coming into this courtyard, since it is nighttime, the giants are now resting. So you can just come out here, grab all these madman's knowledge, and while they're resting, just bully them. Oops. Once again, you got another one here. He's stuck in a tree for some reason. Yes, I bet he's dead. I want to kill the crow fast, because then you've got this thing. The brain sucker. Oops. I wanted to counter it, but it just would not let me. So you just poke it, and then it's dead. Getting shot at by the enemies, but it doesn't matter because there's a brick wall in between us. Now if you head down these stairs, you'll see a massive door.
The password. No. Someone at the door. Let's get the door. Let's get the door. Let's get the door. Bit me. Oh, he was beating me. What? What was it? No, like that, not like that, no. Get the door, Amos. Get the door. No.
So that whole ranting that you just heard, that's actually an Easter egg. That wasn't supposed to trigger unless I talked to him roughly 4 or 5 times. But you'll notice that the doorkeeper's already dead, so who was talking to us? There's no one else in the room. But if you try to talk to him, yep, he's already dead. So then you just take his insight from him. Which I guess he's not using it, so might as well partake. And here we are, Forbidden Woods. One of the most irritating places in the game. I say that about a lot of places because honestly, Bloodborne for the first time players, it will get you mad extremely easily. For instance, this guy here, it's a very clever trap. The thing that he's throwing is oil urns. He's trying to get you weaker to fire so that his buddy there with the torch will instantly kill you. As you see, that's his first attack. But if you continue up this path, you'll notice another executioner. So give him a quick tickle, gain a blood gem if you're lucky. Come back here, and you've got 2 items. Now this area is confusing, I will admit, so I'm going to try my best to get us through this area in the most linear way possible. But first, time to upgrade. And since we killed Vicar Amelia, if you have the DLC, you'll get this item. The Eye of a Blood-Drunk Hunter beckons hunters to the hunter's nightmare. A deformed creature will whisk you away outside of Odin Chapel. But we're not going to go to the DLC quite yet. We still want to upgrade ourselves here.
Welcome. What? Very well. Farewell.
Everybody just wants to set you on fire. They don't even care for your well-being. Now this thing here, it's a clever little trap. You'll notice that it's a pressure plate that's being hidden by wooden planks. Now personally, I have used this trap on my best friends many times. But if you look up, you can see that thing is going to swing down. So, you get it and go to your side. And then off it goes. I always try to wait until my friends are distracted with the enemies, and then I activate that trap, and then see if it kills them. Usually it won't kill them, but it will usually scare the crap out of them. Once again, first attack is always the torch. And when you're up here, you'll see this guy. Once again, this is another one of the oil throwers, so you'll want to dash forward, plunge and attack. And there we go, we got another one over there. So now I've been hit with the oil pot, so I have to be careful from all the fire that's around this place. Killing those guys in roughly that order will honestly give you about the same results. Now once again, we have 3 pathways, so if you take the one on the right, it'll lead to another one of these guys. So kill him quickly so that he doesn't lead you into this den of crows. Or I guess, just 3 of them. And another split pathway. You'll see through that fence, and then go up left here. And once again, we see a torch and a lantern, so...
Oh, a hunter of beasts, are you? Glory be, you know not the value you possess. But more's the pity. The hours of the night are many, and the beasts more than I can count. A veritable hunt unending. Not even death offers solace, and the blood imbibes you. A most frightful fate. Oh my. But I'm willing to do you a kindness. Step lightly round to the right of the great cathedral and seek an ancient, shrouded church. The gift of the Godhead will grant you strength. Yes, I'm unquestionably certain.
So that's normally not the NPC that would be talking to you. Since the game got turned into night mode, every single window throughout Yharnam will have that NPC come in and give you this item. The guy that normally is supposed to be talking to you is right there. He's a mad man who just wants to go home. But the person who's talking to you and the stone that he gave us, it'll lead you to that church that we said was a dead end and where you saw that portal coming through. Now that you have this item, if you were to go back to that church and get grabbed by that portal, it will lead you to a secret area. But instead, we're going to go to a separate area down in this cave. Randy telling people what they need to do over here once again. Now this entire area is really just a massive swamp, another poison area, because everybody loves those. Now, you can fight all these enemies, and it's not just these 3 giants, there's worse in this swamp. You can fight them if you want to. I'm just going to run past because I don't like dealing with these guys and the swamp water. But if you just run straight ahead, you'll eventually come to this other side of the cave. Come up here, and you'll see Bloodborne's longest ladder. And when you get in here, you're still not done. You gotta climb up even more ladders. But you'll notice a bunch of dead bodies are just thrown down here. I wonder why that could be. When you climb out the ladder, you notice that was just a massive burial site. Someone had dug completely far down, created it into almost a building of sorts, and just dumped bodies down there. And when you open up this gate, you'll start to recognize where we're located. We are back at the beginning of the game. This entire place just went back into a massive circle. So head down here, get your weapon prepared, because once again we got another brain sucker. Whoopsies. I completely missed time. Oh crap. Whoa. Just keep your distance and poke. Climbing up these ladders. We get to more crows just casually feasting on the roofs. And then you come in here, and you'll notice Iosefka's clinic. How did that happen? This is the place where we started at the very beginning. After all, you open up this door, you'll see an alien, for one thing. But if you recognize this bed here with the item, this room, this is where the game had completely started off. You open the door, here's the staircase leading to the werewolf. There's the very first lamp of the game. So what reason do we have for coming back here? Well, it's entirely because of this. The Cainhurst summons. This summons is addressed specifically to you. It wants you to go to a secret area that can only be accessed once you gain this letter. Yes, the story with the little girl and her sister is sad. I don't know if you can hear me or if Patty's going to have to translate to you. But the only way to really save those two is just leave them alone. But nope, if you send the little girl to either location, then that's just where she meets her end. Now I would pick up that item, but it is a blood vial, Iosefka's, which you can only have one of. And I can't quite use it, so we're just going to return back. Now you're probably questioning, why are we heading back here? There's no reason to, you just killed the boss and it's a dead end. Well, since we have that summons, we can now come back through here and we can activate a cutscene once we kill these guys. Yep, since we killed his wives, this guy comes running up. We'll just take him out quickly. And then it's a good idea to clear out these areas just for what we're going to do next. Since he's going away, you'll notice this little pillar here. You can walk up to it. Because why not? Let's go be spooky Cinderella. And it seems like somebody's watching us. Welcome to Castle Cainhurst. Now, an interesting thing to note, those horses, they carried you over a bridge that did not exist. The horses are now frozen and dead, so we don't know how they brought us here. Same with the carriage, it's completely frozen. And again, the bridge is completely gone. So how did we end up here? Nobody knows. So we're just going to walk up here, see if we're going to get greeted, and sure enough, somebody's watching us. But when you get in here, make sure you light this, because this is a semi-late game, more mid-game area. And if you don't light that, you're going to be very sad, because you're going to be running through this multiple times, and questioning why you're dying so much. Yep, go around here. You'll get a really nice blood consumable. Now these things. I hate these enemies so much. They're extremely quick, they do a lot of damage to you, and if you're not careful, they'll end up jumping on you with multiple of them. But you do want to be careful because these guys, not only are they extremely quick and their swings are wide-reaching, they also have a back kick. So you being behind them is also not a safe idea. More dummy missed because why not? And we get to these guys. These little snake wormy things. These snakes break the laws of physics in this game. And they're extremely annoying to hit. So your best bet is to just have a weapon that hopefully slams down on their head, or just be very careful. See, once again, breaking the laws of physics as they are phasing through rocks. And I will admit, it took me a while to recognize, but these are the same worm enemies that you can find in Dark Souls 1. Only in that game you have a shield to protect yourself. This game, not so much. Yep, see, there he goes again. I think there's, yep, one more. All of this just so I can get that item that's behind him. See, they break your camera and force you to just swing wildly. Because you can't hit them when they're that close to you for some reason. All this for a tempering gemstone. In fact, I forgot how much that increases. Okay, physical attack up 9.5%. Which is pretty good at this point in the game. Yep, there's that back kick I was talking about. So really, you just want a quick weapon that can breeze through these guys. Of course, the other one showed up as well. other guy seems to have gotten himself stuck on the statues. This guy's lingering hitbox is annoying. Just like that, he's lost interest. All I'm going to say is thank goodness he got stuck on the statues, because that was going to take forever to deal with both of them. Oh, I did it again. No. Okay, so since I got close to the door, it triggered it to open, but we don't want to go in there quite yet. Once again, you don't want to be directly behind him because he'll use his one hind kick attack. Yep, keep an eye on the big guy over there. We're gonna kill his friend first. Now this guy, you'll notice, he's actually ashamed of what he's become. He's so bloated, he can't actually do anything, he can't even attack you, so he's trying to look away from you, trying to show that he's not important. He doesn't want you to get involved. But we are a hunter. So we're just going to bully him a little bit. And then boom. And get a blood gemstone for our troubles. Now we can go inside here. And we're in the castle proper. However, you can hear crying all throughout. Just like everything, don't trust the people that you can see. They will attack you. If you come over here and pick this item up, you'll suddenly start seeing these guys. All the crying that you're hearing is the nobles of the castle. They were all murdered by those bloodlickers that were on the outside. Only before they weren't called that. They were knights that were sent to exterminate all of the residents in this castle. That weapon right there is essentially the rapier of this game. A really fast, really strong poking weapon. So if you have a skill build, then that's also a good weapon to use. Now, I'm sure many people would hate it for me to just come in and kill the ghosts of the women who just sadly got killed for no reason. It's also interesting to note that if you look carefully at these ghosts, they're all blindfolded, and their necks have been slit, meaning that they weren't even given a merciful death. Someone executed them, had them blindfolded, and just slit their necks. It's really horrifying when you think about it. That one's trying to be sneaky. Let's see if she'll attack us. Yep, there she is. Their arms are also bound, so that makes this even more terrifying. These little guys are just the lowly servants. You can hear the ghosts, but you can't see the ghosts. Pick up this item, and there they are. A lot of this section is going to be just clearing out the area, because these ghosts take a lot of hits. And there you go, Noble's dress. So if you want to walk around like a queen or a princess of the castle, then there you go, you've got your outfit. This area, it's important to pay attention. Because you can hear these guys. Creepy versions of gargoyles is one way of looking at them. If you look up, there's another one waiting for us. So we're just going to climb these stairs. And we're going to see if we can get him. Yep, down he goes. Grab our bloodstone chunk, which will give your weapon a nice upgrade from 7 to 8 and 9. And there he is. I was not expecting that screech to actually reach me, but I guess it did. Now you'll think this guy, oh, it's another one of the little servants. But you'll notice he's using the rapier that we had just picked up. And his attacks hurt. So take him out with all of your staggering moves. And once again, we've got these two gargoyles here. You guys also have a wonky hitbox, as you saw. My weapon went through them, yet it went technically over their head. The Executioner's garb there, that is the armored set of the guys who came in here and killed all these people. The Executioners, they're trying to kill the Vile Bloods, as was said right there in that book. Down this elevator, and we're right back at the beginning. I'm going to decide to just use that weapon as well because I like the pokey stick. And then when you transform it, it does a swishy smushy.
Well, what? Very well. Farewell, good mate.
Going to go back, and this is where the main section of this area is. Now here, you'll notice that enemy in the back there. He's got a little torch thing. Ow. Damn it. I was about to say, you want to attack him first, so that these women don't get so angry. But it's a bit late. as you can see, quite annoying. And if you're trying to fight all the ghosts with that stupid symbol on you, then you're going to be dealing with all of them. So instead, just wait for them to attack, and you can attack faster. Now honestly, there's really no reason to have to kill every single one, like I always do. But I like having the blood echoes, and it's worth it in the long run. Right there, you get the Evelyn. Now if you're creating a blood tinge build, kind of like how I'm doing it, then that weapon right there, that's going to be your bread and butter firearm. Once again, you got these little guys. Yep, this is the rapier one. And you got more people shooting shit at you. Run past the one rapier guy who's going to chase you down. I'll just beat him at his own game. If you're going to use a rapier, just know how to space your enemy, and then you'll be just fine. The guy was too busy cleaning that window, he didn't even realize that his friend here was getting killed. So with that, you'll see this window. You just slowly meander your way out. You can hear crying again, which means there's more ghosts somewhere nearby. There's this guy who just casually wants to fly in. You can hear another one behind you. Yep, there it is. Get behind him. And take him out. Now this is one of the rooms you want to be careful of, because there's a ghost, yeah, there. You can probably just barely see her, but she's holding her head in her hands. If you get too close to her while she starts screaming, then it stuns you in place. So try your best to avoid her specifically. see she's trying to get over here, so attack her before she has a chance to scream. Get bullied by the other. There's another one. That one's also... Yep, you do not want to be close to her when she starts screaming like that, so attack her fast. The scream also lures any of the other ghosts. Yep, there's another one. It lures any of the other ghosts near you. Oh crap, yep. That's what happens. Let me go. She just will not stop. And that is why you want to kill her fast. Just thank goodness that while I was trapped, it was only the one guy that was attacking me. Otherwise, I'd be dead. Executioner's Glove, that is a tool that hunters will be using. So, if you're trying to get that trophy, then you want to make sure that you get that item. Then we get the knight's outfit. Not really a defensive set, but honestly a really cool set. Then we'll just head back outside and continue forward. We're going to skip that window just because there's this item here, King Cold Blood. And when those guys are laying on their back, they take an extra percentage of damage, so if you have a way of doing that, then go for it. Pull this lever. Now this staircase, well, bookcase I should say, turns into a ladder. We are almost through the area. We've just got a few more things to collect and then we'll be on our way. If you run all the way back here, yep, there he is. You'll see another one of these guys. Come up here, you'll get to another snowy rooftop with one of these guys again. You'd almost think that we're back in Dark Souls 1, this has to be a gargoyle fight. And this item here is just luring you into it. Kill these two nice and quick. You'll notice that item that we got was the Knight's Wig. A looks a little derpy on our character just because it's a bow tie with white hair strapped to our head. So I'm going to instead switch to my top hat. Now when you get up here, some of you might think that this is a dead end, because you can just walk over here. I was like, well, how do I get to that path? Do I try jumping to it? Which you could, but it's best to just let yourself slide over, and then meander your way around. Grab this item and climb up the ladder. Then once you get up here, you'll see this archway. You'll see over there, it looks like a chair in an open area, which means possibly a boss. So, get your damage boosting items. And here we go. Just like that, old granddad from the Blizzards just decided, okay, I'm done with my nap, what do you need? Now this guy can be parried, however it's really annoying. Yeah, because of that. This guy is really all just about timing. Take your time. Because he's extremely quick, but he can be staggered with your attacks. Oh, now he's charging up. Backstab him the best you can. And now he cannot be staggered, so you gotta really keep your eye on him. Or, you know, my attack will just miss. Thanks. No. Game queued my move again. Okay, when he does his, you have to shoot the sword. First time I've ever parried that attack, so that was fun. And there we go. I think he's dead. Yep, he's dead. Screw you, my dear martyr. You might have been a martyr, you might have been there protecting people, but sadly, you are no longer needed. You come over here and you see a crown. Let's take a look. Now, don't I look just derpy? Light this lamp. Now let's go pay a visit over to his throne. There might be something important over here. And you know, just because we decide to put a crown on our head, suddenly a castle just appears out of nowhere. So we're going to do the smart thing and just go running straight in.
Visitor, I claim no subjects, but here lieth our throne. Kneel afore us, or get thee gone.
So you're going to want to go up here and talk to her.
Visitor, moon-scented hunter. I am Annalise, Queen of Castle Cainhurst. Ruler of the Vile Bloods, and sworn enemy of the Church. Yet our people are murdered, and we are prisoner to this wretched mask. What is it thou'rt in search of? Well, well. An odd hunter thou art indeed. We've tired of these piteous nights. Share in our plight, and take oath against the Church. If thou wouldst this path walk, I prithee, partake of my rotted blood. Very well. Drink deep of our blood. Feel the spreading corruption burn. Now, thou art too a vile blood. We two, the very last on this earth. We await thy return for the honor of Cainhurst.
I kinda enjoyed that fact that I had a little specter just there cheering me on, as I am now part of the Vile Bloods. If you come over here, you get an unopened summons. You can give this to an NPC a little later, but instead we're going to return home. And with those summons, if you were to come over here, or not the summons, sorry, with one of the badges that she gave you, you can get this weapon. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce it. Shikage, something like that. And I don't have the stats to wield it because I am, of course, one strength short. So I'm just going to head into our cursed dungeon and just get one round of blood farming, and then we should be all set to go.
I must have... What is it you... Very well, let me start. Farewell, good mate.
I don't quite have enough twin shards. I wonder, can I purchase them yet? Not from there. Maybe from up here. Nope. Oh well. We can make do with a +5. Just like that, we now have our katana. And when you press L1 to power stance it, you'll notice blood is covering it. If you pay attention to my health, it's also slightly draining. So usually the best way to attack with this is a combo attack. So you attack the enemy once, press L1, and then you want to try to get it off. That way it only drains 1 HP each time you attack. Then we're also going to go over here. We're going to purchase this chest piece. There we go. Now we're in proper armor. But with that, I'd say we did a pretty good job so far. I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll talk to you again later. Have fun, everyone.